All right. Here we go, Crypto Vince here, and yeah, 9 watching for now. That's good enough. I have some friends. Let's make crypto market update on BTC and Ethereum. Since this been going here for like 3 days, deciding what to do, to break, not to break, and things are mixed. There are a mix of emotions in the market sentiment. Also, it's mixed. People think it's just a false break, and there is more downtrend. Indicators are very high, but there are the bulls too that thinks that we have broken many resistances, many important resistances, and we could actually go up. So let's do a full analysis only on BTC and Ethereum. I will start with the BTC and show you guys what I see, without going biased like bearish or bullish. I just want to show you what I see, then you guys can come up with your own decision. This is the BitMEX chart, which is very different than Bitfinex, as we all know. BitMEX is very similar to Coinbase. And what we see right here, we have this resistance that has been broken with a nice candle that went up, retested pretty much, and broke the bearish breaker block. This is the bearish breaker block on the daily, which was a level that was broken and then act as a resistance, as you can see here, and that's why it's called the breaker block. And then here, almost reach it, and then the trend break above it straight up with one candle, so that was extremely bullish, then retested, and then now it's facing the order block at this level, this green candle on the daily, which has been trying to break for the past 4 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in 4 attempts every day, never breaking above it. Very important is the fact that we are above the Ikimoku cloud, as you guys can see. Let me remove this Fibonacci here, and that. So we are about the cloud, and let me see. We are about the cloud with the settings 10, 30, 60, 30. There are some traders that use double of those indicators, those settings, and if we put that in consideration, of course it's a massive cloud, as you guys can see, but it's attempting to break it. But step by step, we all, of course, need to break things in the lower time frame, and we have been breaking the cloud in all lower time frame from 4 hours, 8 hours, 12 hours. So just the fact that it's also attempting to cross inside even this massive cloud, it's something. But we can count this for now and go for it. We'll see what's gonna happen. So this is the daily. Let's check the oscillator a little bit, see what's going on. Well, oscillator are very high in most of the time frame, since we didn't have any important correction, and that's why I was expecting some kind of correction from here. But the trend is bouncing between demand and supply, up and down, deciding what to do. We really don't know what's gonna happen. It's making some kind of a horizontal flag at this point. Could go anyways. It could go in any way. So could break up, could drop. At some point, it's really hard to tell, especially by looking at this red candle spinning top that is telling us that the market is very it doesn't know what to do. Traders are very uncertain. And you can see the double spinning top that happened here. Sorry, the spinning top is almost doji with massive wick up and down, and these of course predicted a drop. As you guys can see, same thing happened here. So every time the trend reached resistance, there was a nice doji spinning top at the top of an uptrend that indicated a bearish drop. Happened here, happened there. We'll see if it happens here. The important things I'm seeing is the difference between this chart, and which is very similar with Coinbase, versus Bitfinex chart. Bitfinex chart, by connecting just two highs, the 2 weeks, with my ray and magnet in magnet mode. I show you ray magnet mode. Touch the wick, connect the other one. It perfectly touch this other high. Okay, so trend is still making lower highs, and you guys can see I already selected this candle, yesterday candle that closed as a spinning top, and it's even more accentuated than BitMEX chart, so there was more volatility on Bitfinex. So we're still below the diagonal, and we don't have the same order block here. Let's see if we drop in time frame, we might see something. Yeah. So we have this order block here, this green candle. There was the candle that people sold into, and that's, oh, let me see if I trace from the top of the wick down there. You guys can see in let me be more precise. You guys can see how the candle, this is on 12 hours, are not even closed. They are tapping into it, 1 2 3 4 5, but never closing above inside the block. So there's for sure a lot of pushing there, pushing on the price. Hey guys, how's going? Hey, Top Scholar, Parson, I'm Deadly, how's going? So yeah, it's really tough, because you know this looks more bearish. We're still down below the trend line. BitMEX looks like it might be retesting that level. Oh. BTSD. Let's go check closer. 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, everybody's wondering if this will be an ABC, so a correction of a bearish Elliott, or there can be an impulse 1 2 3 4 5. We still don't know. Let's see for hour. So as you guys can see, it's pretty clear here that you know, it's being rejected at the supply level, it's being rejected at the demand. There's up and down here. Really can't tell the direction by looking at the chart. And we have seen how bad the market of altcoins reacts on every dump. So especially on this rejection, when BTC dropped from here to there, market got red really fast, and then, you know, recovered. Some coins recover really good, like a dump and pump. So we need to be careful, because if this is going to dump, the market will suffer a lot. So you know, if you want to risk at this level to enter any coins, you know, make sure that you are willing to lose the risk that you're taking. Let's go check even closer. I'm not a big no big fan. I'm not I don't trade a week of cycle, but this could be some an ideal week off. But I'm not the expert of week off, so I cannot really tell if this might be the case. Let me show you. Off cycle. The week off, week off, week off, week off. And I think there are two kind of distribution schematic, 1 and 2. One has the test and one doesn't. Distribution, this is the second one. As you can see, there is no test. This has the test, so it makes a bull trap kind of, and then drops. This is just one phase of the week of cycle. The week of logic looks like this. There is an accumulation and then the market up with the little breaks that might indicate even some Elliott wave, then a distribution and a drop. So by looking at this graphic, we could maybe think about it if we look at BTC, which there is maybe a test here. We'll see. So that's another idea. Let me have a drink. So I've been, you know, posting about BTC for a while now on my channel. You guys know what I've been looking at. So I don't have anything to add when it comes to the daily on BTC, because we're there. We really don't know what's gonna happen. I added also what else? The Kikimoku cloud, I said, has been broken. We could actually drop and retest it and wait for the green cloud to happen. That might be, you know, turn the bias more bullish. The moving averages, so we definitely broke the MA 100 moving average 100, and this is the daily. The bullish cross between moving average 50 and 100 might happen soon. The moving average 100 is this green line here that might kind of do this, and the red might follow. So right here a projection could happen, the cross, which could, you know, turn some trader bullish. Of course, we know moving average is very lagging, so of course it's the price that tells where the moving average will go, but you know, many traders might trade based on moving averages, especially swing traders, long-term traders. And you know, our real test at the end will be the MA 200 here. That will be a good test, because that's the one that's been pushing the price down a lot on many occasions. That will probably turn the market super bullish. What else? What else on BTC? Well, you guys know my the look of the weekly. The weekly make a making a bearish cross, bearish cross between MA 100 and MA 50, which doesn't have to be a bearish, you know, bearish signals. And this is the same thing that happened in 2014. We actually had a bearish cross between those two MAs in 2014 that was about in the middle of the accumulation zone. So this being a very long moving average, especially for cryptocurrency, which weekly chart can really identify, can happen everything in a weekly chart. So we rather focus on the daily 4 hours in order to make our trades. While in stock market, the day chart maybe might not be enough big time frame. So let's see the oscillators. I didn't take a look at the oscillators. Yeah, the oscillator looking good at the weekly. They touched oversold level. MACD is crossing. WT cross very low. There was already buy signals here, so they don't look bad at all. Volume is picking up a little bit. This green candle is crossing the moving average of the volume. So not bad at the end. But we have to see, of course, if we break this important level or we're going down for another leg to bounce again on the moving average 200 of the weekly. This is BitMEX, so that doesn't show that. Let me see Bitstamp. Yeah, so you guys can see the moving average 200 on the weekly is the one that is actually supporting the trend. That's moving average that everybody's focusing on, because it's the only moving average that supported the trend during the 2014 crash. So we had a touch on the moving average, and you guys can see the bearish cross here, right? So that's the bearish cross I'm talking about. So even though the bearish cross happened, you guys can see here the trend actually started the bull run from that level. Went sideways for a little bit, another touch on the moving average 200, and then keep going up. And here the same thing might happen, maybe. Yeah, I'm not saying it's gonna happen. There is the bearish cross, so this was a nice level to buy. Actually, it was the same here. So trend can go sideways and touch maybe again on the moving average one more time, and then boom, start to go up. So this Bitstamp volume, so of course Bitstamp was volume was higher before, so I cannot really make a great study of it, but we can see a volume lowering here doing the accumulation, and that might be happen here too, and then increase after. Might increase after. Here is where institutional money probably bought a load of BTC. Whoop. So that's enough for BTC, I guess. You guys know by heart right now how everything looks. And let's go check Ethereum. Let's see what he's saying. So Ethereum has this pennant that I've been analyzing. The pennant is not yet confirmed. I mean, it's getting the shape to touch the bottom, to touch the top. We might need another one to make it more legit. And I mean, Ethereum USD, of course, follows BTC a lot. So we have also here a bearish block, order block, that is acting as supply, and this is acting as a resistance. We are definitely above the cloud. The trend, as you guys can see on Ethereum USDT, crossed the cloud when it was very thin and green too. And now it's above the cloud, and might even go about above the cloud with settings 26320, which will be here. I use them all just to have an idea, all the clouds, because everybody use different settings, and I want to have an idea what they all look together. So that's why I have all the settings here. So breaking above this level would put the trend above even the cloud that has more margin, so that will be even more bullish. And of course we'll cross those high too, making higher high, and that will be something. Then we have some kind of a double bottom here, Adam and Eve. So if we take a look at the 3-day chart, there is not much. There is some resistance there, but if we break those level, we should be pretty bullish, making a higher high. That would be awesome. And this is BitMEX. I don't have too much information. Let me go on Bitfinex maybe. Oh, that's the example I made. Is the 3-day. On the daily, it's it's starting to break the cloud. This is a very, very interesting look. So it's never been above the cloud since the crash. And I'm talking about the yellow cloud too. As you guys can see here, it was on the red cloud, but not on the yellow, which is the 26, 300, 20, 30. So here is attempting to, and cloud is turning green. That's where he crossed above it, and we'll see. I mean, it doesn't look bad. Let me put log scale. Let me trace some levels here, some diagonal with my ray. Let's see what we see. So we have this line to touch, and then maybe we have another one here. Yeah, that's a good one. We have a 3 touch, 1, 2, actually 3, 4, 5, 6. So we broke that level. That's something. DMAs. DMAs, we are approaching the MA 200. That would be a test probably. That will happen right on the Ikimoku cloud here, right on the Kumo resistance, and right on the previous high. So at that level, there will be a massive amount of resistances. There will be horizontal resistance, there will be MA 200, and there will be the Ikimoku cloud, all trying to push the price down. So that will be fun to watch. And if I switch to 3-day, was it 3-day? Well, of course, the M50, if I go up to 3-day, that looks like almost to moving average. No, what was it? No, at the weekly, sorry, at the weekly. Was it here? No, probably was on Ethereum BTC. Let me see. Oh no, was here. So if you guys see moving average 50 is very interesting on the 3-day chart. Why? Let me remove it. Oh, they changed trading view here. They made it nicer. Okay. You guys can see the moving average 50. Sometimes I decide which moving average I can trust or not. Why? Because if I put let's say any kind of moving average, maybe let's put the 30 for example. this is actually the 10 because I changed the input here. Yeah. So how do I use the moving average? You know, if I trace any moving average in any time frame, it doesn't matter. I want to see some confluences, some bounce, and some the moving average acting as support and resistance. Otherwise, I'm not even going to look at it. Like for example, the moving average, I think this is the 20 or the 10, doesn't matter now. It doesn't have a logic. Doesn't really. Sometimes it acts as a resistance, as a support, but it doesn't tell me too much as the 50 in this case. The 50, if you notice, has been acting as a good support during the bull run. You guys can see the trend bouncing on 50 every time. Look how many times it bounced it. So it almost bounced here, got rejected there, here, 1, 2 touches, here again, and then it broke down. Boom. So that would have probably initiate the bearish run. Of course, then the trend bounced on main horizontal level here, where there was some support. Then what happened? The trend went up, retested the 50, which was a very good level that turned into resistance at this level, and then it was never above it up to now. So now we are going to break that level. So if we break it, and we have also, as I was explaining before, the horizontal level, the Ikimoku cloud. You guys can see on the 3 days, Ikimoku cloud is still huge. So that might be a problem. But I don't really use the cloud on this higher time frame on crypto. So we'll see what happens there. But right now we're close to break it, to try to cross inside. We'll see what happens. But yeah, the moving average 50 could tell us something good, just for this reason, just because it has been working for so long. Okay, so if we break that, that would be good. Of course, we have tons of resistance we have to break in order to be super bullish about it. But you know, there are some signals as breaking this trend line and some other things that happen to the market that look bullish. But you know, never be sure, because we know this market is bad. Actually, I was looking at the tensor chart. Let's see if I'm allowed to move it, because this tensor chart takes a lot of RAM when I use it. Gotta go on. I don't think I can move anything when this website is on. This is high precision. Let me put a low precision. Low precision. Come on. I want to show you the massive buy wall they're putting on Ethereum USD. Give me a second. I'm gonna go on Bitfinex, or Bitfinex is the most manipulated one. So Ethereum USD, let's see if they pulled it or not. Let me close something here. Oh, there we go. So look this buy wall here. 36,000. 36,000. And this should be 36,000 Ethereum. Yeah, because that cannot be $290. 36,000 Ethereum. And yeah, it doesn't make sense. It's too big. So when is that big? Most of the time it's a fake wall. is just placed there to keep the price up in this level. You guys can see the line, this yellow line. That's exactly that buy wall. You see, if I go on it, it's there. So the wall has been placed in there to keep the price above that. Because if people want to enter Ethereum at this level, they have to place bids above it. Otherwise, they will never get in. So if I want to get in Ethereum because I think the price is gonna go up, some people might look at the wall and be like, oh my god, there's a massive wall on Ethereum, I want to get in because it's gonna pump, it's gonna pump, it's gonna pump. So because you want to get in, you're not gonna put a bid below the wall. So if you bet 150.2, 0.3, you're never gonna get filled because you gotta buy into the wall. So what you do, you keep placing a bid above it. So if people keeps placing bids above it, and maybe you want to buy for 150, 151, 152, you keep placing bids, the price will go up, right? And because the demand, this wall will push you to try to get into the coin before them, okay? And this of course keeps the price here above this level, as you can see here. Look how this is 5-minute chart. There is no other level or other walls, as you can see in the chart, that push the price so straight. Look here, as soon as you see the wall, look how the price doesn't go below that level, because there is that massive buy wall that is keeping the price up. What happens then? This can be a whale that is trying to manipulate the market, probably, and is trying to keep the price up, while maybe on the other hand is starting to sell some Ethereum, and maybe is selling slowly in maybe is this guy, I don't know, of course you don't know, but the same whale, if he wants to sell, it will put a buy wall in order to keep the price, the interest high on this level. On the other side, it will slowly sell his Ethereum without price dropping. Okay, so that's a strategy that they do. And then what happens? They pull the wall, they remove the buy wall, and then boom, the price crashes. So that's the only thing that if this is the case, I'm just thinking here by looking at the order book. If this is the case, Ethereum should dump. And let's go check which was Ethereum USD BitMax. And the tricky part is that we are on some kind of a bullish pennant formation. And I'm not going to buy, I mean, even though there is the fork coming soon, but we never know with those forks, fork doesn't really mean price will go up. It can even, we have seen many cases where there is a fork and price dumps before the fork because people are not interested in the fork, or maybe they think it's better to get out the coin because waiting for the fork, the coin might dump earlier. So it's a tricky situation. So even though there is a pennant that looks like a bullish pattern coming from an uptrend correction, might go up. Yes, that could be the case, but I would be really careful because there is the order block on top, and that could do a massive bull trap. So the coin maybe can go down here to confirm the pennant, maybe break here, and then poof. And all the stops will get triggered, and the coin can dump. Just because this buy wall, I won't think about this if this buy wall wasn't placed here. And this is Ethereum USD. I mean, the same thing is happening, of course, on Ethereum BTC, where I actually see the wall. No. This is Ethereum USD, okay. But if we look at Ethereum BTC, it's the same bullish pattern. It's more a flag, um, still a pennant. So there is still something that might might indicate a possible break. So it's the same situation, guys. We are on a level where market can pump or market can dump. It's really tough call. And we know we are on this trend line on Ethereum BTC that it's a good one on log scale. So there is really a mix of everything here. You know, TA oscillators are all-time high. They're very high, overbought, and all major coins reached important resistance levels. Even big market cap coins like Neo, Stellar, XMR, EOS, they are all like ready to explode, and they could explode, but it will all depends on what BTC does. Let me see, where is it? Let me see my altcoin charts. I'm not going to scan any altcoins, but I just want to have a look quickly on what I had. What I got here. Well, I have many coins that I flagged and I trace, and I have my own strategy, of course. This is the Binance list. And the market goes up and down, many coins pump and down, but many coins are really losing and pumping a lot, but you know, they have broken market structure, and that's really interesting. But you know, this is the example I want to talk about. XMR, for example. XMR is a massive coin that is trying to push, but reached this important horizontal level and got rejected from there. It's making an higher low and make an higher high, so it might start an uptrend, and that would be nice to see. And many of the high cap coins are doing this, so the market doesn't look terrible, but we have to be careful until we break major downtrend resistances. I'm still, you know, careful what's gonna happen, because we have seen pumps here too, and then market dumps right after. So still using, you know, less risk, no 1% for each trade, but way less, 0.1 0.25% per trade, just to attempt anything solid. Let me see what I post in free, so I can kind of show to you guys just quickly. Like Stellar 2, it was very oversold in the weekly. That's why it was my a great buy for me. Look how oversold was in the weekly or 3-day. Let me remember. I think it was 3-day, but I checked Bitmex chart, Bittrex chart, because Bittrex has more history. So it was very oversold in the 3-day. The weekly, not really. So it was based on the 3-day, my call. And yeah, there was some resistance on and support trend line on the 70-70. That's where the bounce ups, and that's what I was hoping for. Actually, attempt to enter this trade more than one time, and finally I got some profit out of it. You guys can see if I go closer, and I have this idea better on Binance. This kind of falling wedge correction, small one, with 3 touch and 3 touch on top and the bottom. Broke market structure, made a higher low, higher high, higher low. And will this be an ABC, or this will be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to reach this good level here? You know, we'll see. We'll see. It depends on what BTC will do. So interesting look. When major alts start to move, that's important. Even though if we look at the market cap, let's go look at the market cap for a second. Even the not too much money, it's coming into the market cap. How much did it went up? I mean, in order to see a real bullish confirmation, we need this market cap to increase in value like crazy. So we need fresh money to enter the market, because if we just see BTC pumping and altcoins pumping, remember, in this market cap right now we have tons of stablecoin that are part of the market cap. We have 2 billions in Tether. We have True USD. We have USDC. We have PAX. So tons of coins that come from stablecoin that can go into BTC or into altcoin market, and that's why coins are pumping. The money is just being refreshed between altcoins and Bitcoin, and we really don't need that. We need fresh USD to come into crypto and pump everything. BTC dominance is still at 51%. I've talked about this in the free channel. Let's see what it looks like. I was having a discussion with the team about this analysis and to see what the altcoin do compared to BTC in different occasions. We also have studied the 2014 trend, but we came to a conclusion that the market is so different than before. In 2014, you guys can see BTC dominance was almost 93% of the market cap. So it was massive. Then, the market developed, and with the when Ethereum was born and brought all the ICO, the market changed and projects were building on the blockchain. So they were not just tokens anymore, but they were asset and project built on the blockchain. Ethereum at some point, as you guys can see here, almost reached the same market cap as Bitcoin. So Bitcoin had a massive drop in dominance, and Ethereum almost reached. Maybe if you guys were trading at this level, you might remember people thinking that Ethereum would have surpassed Bitcoin market cap. Don't get confused when you see this chart, because this is not showing that BTC was dropping in price, because BTC was actually going up in price. This is just the dominance. So the total market capitalization. So Ethereum market cap was really increasing faster than BTC, and was taking more of the cake in the market. But the BTC was actually going up at this level. And Ethereum too. When Ethereum was dropping in market cap, this doesn't actually mean let me see. This doesn't actually mean Ethereum price was dropping, because probably Ethereum was going up in price insanely. It was taking over Ethereum market cap. Okay. So let's check coin signals. We can quickly show some chart. Let's say I can compare some chart, for example, BTC. Oh. BTC USD chart. Okay. Okay. Let's compare it with BTC dominance. Let's see if I can see any. Let's see if I can make it look like it. See, so let's check on this chart first. So where it start to drop around March 2017. Okay, so March 2017 here. Okay, so what you guys can see here, it dropped a little bit, the price, and then the price start to go up like crazy. This was the main bull run, right? No, actually just a piece of it. And you guys can see the dominance of BTC was dropping. Look. So even though the price was going up, the dominance is going down. You should not think, of course, the price drops when dominance drops. That's what I was saying here. Even though you see this massive dump in the dominance, BTC price was actually going up like crazy. And let's see, like from here to there, the price went up 200% while dominance dropping, just because Ethereum was going nuts at this level. Let's see. Yeah, this is Ethereum, right? March 2017. You guys can see compared to BTC dominance going down, it doesn't even fit in the chart. This was when Ethereum had the massive pump, 2000% in like 3 months. Yep, that's where Neo 2 pumped. That's where everything pumped like hell. The altcoin season party. That was fun, man. And if we had Ethereum dominance, of course, you will see an increase in price that follows directly the price, of course. I mean, not of course, but it was killing at that level. So me and the team were trying to figure it out, try to see when the price and the dominance can go together, can be directly correlated, and when Ethereum price can be correlated with BTC and so on. But we didn't come to a conclusion, because it depends how people are thinking at a certain level. Sometime sometimes BTC pumps hard because everybody is selling their altcoins for BTC, and that happened during the bull run at some point. Let me see if I can kind of find a chart for it. I was trying the other day. So if I put BTC price in USD, I want to know what altcoins did. I don't know if I can check altcoin USD or altcoin BTC. Let me see. Altcoin USD. I just want to see this chart. This is the how altcoins moved. This during the crash. This is December 2017. Let me see. No, can't really tell too much from this chart. Coin pump with BTC here. So here, tons. Here, this is interesting. So altcoin paired with USD. Look at this massive pump. So the market was actually the altcoin market was going opposite to BTC. The BTC was actually dropping here, so money was going into altcoins, and altcoins were pumping pretty good here. While BTC was dropping. That's even when Ethereum was going up in USD value a lot. Oh, come on. Here. And then, started to be direct correlated, as you guys can see. So BTC drops and altcoin drops, and has been like that since here. I don't have Alzheimer. It was just the magnet mode. Let me check altcoin BTC. Look at this pump here. So there are some, look this pump here. Right here. So this while BTC was going sideways. June, this is during the massive pump of Ethereum too. So starting from March maybe, and then there was the massive pump of 2017. Many of you, myself, were inside that pump. That was amazing. While BTC was going sideways, actually dropping probably. So in that case, altcoin pumped like hell. I remember, I think Omi Sego, Neo, Stratus, CVC. There was just buy and hold. It was just fun. They were just ridiculous funny. July 17, yeah. So that's what we were waiting for. That's what we're waiting for. June 2017 style. Let's go check here. June 2017. June. Yeah, it was about here. When Ethereum was at its peak. See, and the altcoin is pretty much. That's all the other coins. Is this gray line that you guys see? Then Ripple and Ethereum almost reached high in the cap. So what was very interesting. And Litecoin, where is Litecoin? I don't see, it's very low. But you guys can see altcoin market going up, everything going up here, this level, while dominance of BTC dropped like hell. Then what happened? Ethereum dominance, interest start to increase too, and all the other coin dropped. So right here we had an indirect correlation with BTC. So everything was dropping. So all coins, people were selling into BTC in this case, and then the opposite happened here. We had a recovery of alts, so uh, traders were selling BTC to buy altcoins, and since then we had a direct correlation. You guys can see BTC going up and also alts going up in just a small period of time, and then another indirect correlation of dominance. Okay, but again, no, don't confuse dominance with price. Okay, because as I explained before, you might get confused. To maybe for people that are listening right now, BTC dropping in dominance does mean BTC is dropping in price, because price was actually pumping hard during this time frame. Okay. Well, we made a nice review, an hour. I thought it was talking for 2 hours. You guys have any question? Please ask on YouTube if you want. Let me have a look at this wall. This wall is still there. Let's check Bitcoin. Oh, come on. Bitcoin USD. Let's see how the walls are looking. Woo! Well, I posted this chart before. Look at the some walls are being bought there. All those there was an insane amount of selling pressure, and people bought into those selling walls. We reached here and price dropped because I mean, there were a lot. See how many selling walls. And coin dropped, was not able to keep going up. Let me see here. So there is a buy wall on where is it? Yeah, it's not big. It's nothing important. We have something at where is that? 265 BTC at 4K. So there is some support of 4K. So by looking this chart, I mean, it's gonna be hard to go anywhere. I think there will be still a sideways movement for BTC. It's gonna be hard to break this. It's still tough to make a decision on it. This 5-minute chart. Let's check a 1 hour. You guys can see the wall here, pushing the price down. The color is of course the amount of Bitcoin. Blue it's very small amount, but if you see yellow, that's the top. Then red, it's lower than yellow, but yellow is the strongest, the highest order. Oh, 15-minute chart. Oh, come on. High precision, and this is low precision. That's why, that's why he changes it. That gives you, an average. It puts together more orders, I guess, and tells you an overall idea what that, how much the pressure is. But if I do like this, it just gives more level. Let's check this Bitfinex. Let's check BitMEX. BitMEX, of course, is margin trading, so walls should not be trusted that much. So there were some. There's been a wall there forever on 3950, and then trend broke it, stop were taken, and price dropped. So watch out when you see those things, because wicks can just take out the stops and let the price reverse in the other direction. Sometimes the wall can hold, sometimes the wall can be broken. So if a wall it's broken, doesn't mean the price will for sure go up, but this can happen. Okay. Probably there was a sell wall. Let me think one second. So here there was a selling wall, and people were buying from that selling wall. So they were buying into the order book. And then probably the wall was pulled and price spiked up to here, where stops were hit and the whales dumped the price. Okay. Oh, 1 second. Let's answer this. All right, I'm back. See, so people, whales sold into those guys that were going up, probably, and the coin dumped. So it's been very manipulated at the moment. So good luck if you want to margin trade this and scalp BTC. I mean, not a bad idea to scalp into the channel if you guys have the patience for it. Don't attempt any market buy. I would just wait for your order to get oh my god, this thing, for your order to get executed. on straight horizontal price action, I would say. You know, I don't know, at this level now, we are about to make a bearish cross here of those two moving averages. This is 1 hour time frame. Cloud is turning red. We'll see what's gonna happen, but you know, you could have scalped this channel, buy low and selling high with a decent stop. I don't think I will attempt right now because we might actually drop, but that was your scalp trade that could have brought you 3.8 R on every single attempt if you did. You could have made the 1 year, 1 year, and then another 1 year. That would have been you know, 7R in what? 7R in 3 days, you know. Not a bad thing. No, not a scalp, a short trade, I would say. Nobody's talking with me. Say something, guys. Come on. Getting bored. Cause market is shit. Yeah, rejected another time on our order block. Bearish cross about to happen on 1 hour time frame. Will we touch the breaker block and bounce one more time, or it's time to dump? This damn diagonal is the one that it's pissing me off, because on Bitfinex it's below the price. It's below the price, man. Sorry, it's above the price. And there's 2 wicks that are touching the moving average 100 on 1 hour. That looks that looks like bullish, but bearish cross is about to happen. Trend. It's over the cloud. Cloud is turning red. There's no space here. It might actually dump from here. I don't know, guys. It's really BPBR. What is saying? Yeah, that's the support right here. Let's put more. Let's put more. Hey, someone is writing now. Oh, I'm seeing. I just see. I've just seen now. Sorry, guys. My English got bad since I moved to Italy, because I'm not speaking every day English. So my brain is like on fire. Okay, so hi, just joined. Hi, Jay. Hank. Everyone's scared to take a risk, I suppose. Yeah, that's the logic right now. I mean, do you want to take a risk, and if it goes up, you make some money quick, or if it dumps, you lose it, or you just wait for confirmation and you enter the market when it's more safe, you know? People, of course, want to rush into the market because we know the mentality of traders and members here. I've been talking with my friend the other day about the mentality and psychology of a crypto trader, and the mentality is really bad. Why is really bad? Because I guess and maybe all of us enter in this market to make money quick, to get rich in 1 year, to get that trade and that goes up at 30,000% and we stop working forever. So this mentality makes us do bad decision and rush into the market when it shouldn't be like that. Especially in this fucking market, it's terrible. You know, if we were in the bull run, I would just say buy this, buy that, buy this, buy that, buy. I won't even give you a stop loss, cause you know, if you guys have been in the bull run, that's how it is. You just buy and things goes up, and it just a joke. But unfortunately, we are not in that market, so we have to play safe, and that's the hardest part. Remember, when you trade against the market, the chances to nail the trade are dropped like crazy. Of course, if you trade with the trend, that's much easier if you trade in an uptrend. But the problem is we don't know if we're in the uptrend yet, because we need those confirmations. If we go sideways, well, sideways coins can dump, coins can pump. And I explained the other day, I showed the chart. Actually, I can show you guys here the chart. Let me see. You know, we're following, what is it? We're following the mentality of, you know, getting rich in 3 months, but we don't really focus on the positive things of the market. This is a market that can give you good percentage daily if you have a strategy. And you know, if you are patient and you have a plan and you're not greedy and you wait for the right opportunity, like wait for that good trade to make, you just need 3 good trade a month, and that's it. And you know, this is an example. If you have a portfolio of, let's say, 10,000, because 10,000, it's a good amount. You know, starting with 1K you can too, but that was the idea. If I take 3 trades in a month, so maybe 1 trade a week. Let's do 1 trade a week, okay? So every week I'm gonna focus on the best trade with 1% risk that can give me 3R, so 3 rewards. So if I risk 1%, I'm gonna win 3%, okay? And I can do this in any kind of strategy. I can do by scalping quick. I can just enter on a coin and quick get out and make a 3R trade. I can make that in a week. I can make that margin trading. I can do whatever. You just need 3R a week, okay? That's not impossible thing, right? But on the other way, the problem that I see often in this market is people want to trade. At the end, they do nothing, because they enter 1,000 trades and maybe they're too confused and they look at too many coins. They want to enter many shit and don't put the stops, and then at the end they do nothing. So let's say we focus on 1 trade, and that trade in the week we nail it because we have been following the coin. We opened the chart, we stayed on that coin for a week, we know everything about the coin, and we trade it. Boom, in the right spot when oscillators are low in all time frame. We make a nice 3R trade. 3%. So our portfolio will be up 3% a week. Okay, this can be maybe a lot, you know, but I'm just, you know, thinking for now, just making this example. 3% a week, that's massive, because even the bank gives you 3% in 1 year sometimes. So just think about that. So let's say we take this approach and we make 3% a week for a month. Well, that would be 12, okay? 12%. I don't know why it says 11 here. There's something wrong with my calculation. Let me do it again. Okay, so I want 12% of 10,000. Okay, so 10 times this percent plus 10,000. So that's 1112. Okay, it's 1112. So if I put this down, it works. No. Oh, because I gotta put absolute value. So 12% absolute should be like this. I see. Okay, it should be right. Is it? No. Let me check. Calc. Sorry, I'm doing some few calculation here. No, that's too much. Why it says plus 4 plus 5? Huh. How much is 12%? Over times 12%. Ah, okay, it's right. Plus 12,544. That's 4. Okay, that works. Okay. Let's go like that. Boom. Okay, so if I make 12% a month, which might be harder for the beginners, I will reach 10 times my portfolio in 2 years, so 100K, and I will become a millionaire in the 2022. This by accumulation, so compounding, sorry, compounding trading. Of course, this is something that you cannot do with altcoins, but you should have do on BitMEX, on some kind of leverage, where of course you can bet this kind of huge amount, because at some point you gotta bet $43,000. It might not be easy to put on an altcoin. So yeah, if you start with 10K and you make 12% a month, you become a millionaire 2022. So after 2 years. Is that bad? I don't think so. I would take that forever. So that's all it takes is 2 years making 12%, 3% a week with a fixed strategy. Let's make things more easy. Do you make 12% a month, dude? Yeah, we do that. The opportunities for sure are there. Depends, of course, if you stick to that strategy and you get out every time. In the channel, we released opportunities that not everybody could have took altogether, but September, October, November, we did 20R. So if you use 1% for every trade, you could have increased your portfolio by 20%. In December, we did 60R. So 60R means this would have been 60. Of course, it all comes of the fact if you can take all the trades or not, and most of the time you cannot, because your position size will be too high to take all the trades at the same time. And then in January, you actually did 116R. So yeah, 3% a week, it's totally possible. So let's make it easier. $1,000. You start with $1,000, and we want to make $1 1% a week. Does it look easier? 1% a week. That's 4 hours a month. Starting with $1,000, you might reach $1 million. That would take a lot. That would take 10 years to make um 1015 from 1K. Okay, so that's a bit long, I would say. Let's say 5 hours. How much will increase? 100K in 60 years, starting with 1K. You gotta think that you start from 1K, so a very low amount. But let's try $10,000 as before with 5 rewards, so way less than before. Sorry, 4. This is 1% a week. You just gotta take 1% a week of trade. You can even maybe risk a 101 risk reward with a nice low stop. I don't know. You guys can decide what kind of stop to take and what risk and reward you want. With this, you will get millionaire in 9 years. Okay. So the rewards are super important, of course. We dropped 3 times from 12 to 4. Okay. If we take 2% a week, so that's 8% a month, that would drastically change and makes you millionaire in 3 years. So, the only thing I'm showing here is that, like, you just need to just wait a little bit, be patient, and in 40 years you're millionaire. Is it that bad? No, it's not. But everybody wants this 100 hours a month and wants to get a millionaire in 2020. You know you know what I mean. You don't need me to tell you that it's hard to make $100 a month. Except if you are a bag holder and the bull run start, that could happen. That could happen. I think my best trade was was 250R. No. Yeah, it was 2500R that I did on an ICO. So of course that's another game. That was Red Pools. Red Pools bought at 1K, and after 2 months was worth 25K. So when we have those bull run, guys, we go heavy there. RPX, no, what's called now? PHX. Yeah, I bought in SEO here because this is when it started. Then he dumped. I think in the ICO was here. I don't remember what price. Anyways, it went up 2,500%. So it was even lower. Let me see. $2,500% in from December. From December to to January. So there was 2 months and my coins were worth 25,000. So that's a different game though. That's the ICO game that you can get wrecked, or you can make tons of money. Um, Yambalina, the famous Yambalina, got the bull run, and I remember he put 20k on Icon, which did 100 R, so 10,000 times, and he made 2 million just with an investment. So guys, it's a different strategy. If you bought ICO this year, you would have got wrecked pretty much because everything dumped 90%. You know, you just need to know where you are in the market cycle, because if you catch the right cycle, let me see, there's my portfolio. This was something that I shared a while ago. This is by holding. 2017 was the bull market, so if you didn't know anything about cryptocurrency, and your friend would have said, oh, put $1,000 on the top 5 coin of the market, so 5k January 2017. If you hold those coins without even looking and go back in December 2017, price were this in January. Bitcoin was 1k, then it was 17, Ethereum was 8, then it went to 600, LTC $5 to 320, and so on. Well, pretty much the coins went up 7,000% each, except Bitcoin, because Bitcoin was already huge in value. And yeah, your 5k with 1 year holding would have turned into $300,000. Yeah, if you did this in 2018, this 5k would have turned into 500 bucks. Because everything, Ethereum dumped 95% and all the market too. So it's a strategy, but you need to know when to use this strategy. That's all. And right now we are in a position in the market when we could do this strategy. Buy some coins, leave it there. You put even less than 5k, you can put $500, and then at the end of the year, if the bull run starts, you end up with $30,000, 30. If you lose, fuck, you lose $500. Who cares? That's what people don't understand about this market. I mean, it's about risk and reward. How much you want to risk, and it's worth to risk that amount or not. Of course, if you invest everything in when Bitcoin was at 20k, whenever people were in FOMO mode, were buying everything so high, that's not smart to buy the bags at those levels. So you clearly need to know, you need to buy when oscillators are low in the higher time frame if you want to hold for so long. And talking about BTC, you put some oscillators. You know, you don't buy here. You don't buy here when MACD is the highest ever. And if I let me close some stuff now. So MACD was starting to increase like crazy. Like it was like 100 here. It was 200 in 2014, okay? 200 was insanely high. Look at RSI here. So then BTC start to reach 200, and then it went to 400. That was already crazy. And then when it reached 20k, look, was like 3,000. So if you put money when MACD is 3,000, how do you think you're gonna make 7,000% profit? That's not right. So if you wanna think about holding, that's your buy. That's your buy. And probably also here. This could be a nice strategy to buy low, hold, and sell when the indicators go up. Sure, they can drop more, but maybe in the longer run, you might have more luck than buying at the tops. Same thing here. This was the time to accumulate for the long term. You gotta look at the higher time frame if you want to hold for the long term. That would be dumb to buy something on the 1 hour chart if you want to hold for 3 years. That's what I'm saying. Okay. So if you're wondering, you should you buy some bags and hold for the long run? I would say yes. Can Bitcoin drop even more? Yes. Are you willing to risk that amount? You have to be willing to risk. Otherwise, you don't buy the bag. And then depends what kind of strategy you want to do. If you want to make money slowly, 10% at a time, as I showed you before, or you just wanna try to kill it. Okay. Ethereum still there. Let's see what's moving in the market right now. Binance. Not too excited about anything. See Bittrex. I don't trade on Bittrex anymore, but I just want to see what's going on. Anyways, that's enough for today. Do you have a stat sheet for the last month so I can check what trades you have made? Yeah, I can send you that. Actually, it should be on the free channel, but I can post the trade of January. Okay, guys, thank you so much for listening. Hopefully, you had some ideas what might happen and what might not. Play safe, use stop losses, focus on your risk rewards, and yeah, just be patient. That's the key, I think, to be success in this market. And it's tough to be patient because the market it's like gambling right now, but hopefully you got it. All right, guys, thank you so much. For who doesn't know me, this is Crypto Vince. Follow us on YouTube, put a like if you want. I make some live stream here and there. You can follow us on Telegram, Crypto Vince, and on Twitter too, Crypto Vince Team. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you guys on the next live stream. Thank you. Bye bye.